What's up, guys? Sorry I'm late. I'm sure that made you guys happy. You guys have a good summer? Huh?
What do you think of
You don't care. Well, hold on. Let me just easy, all right? Let me hit a couple things here. All right, so you guys are aware Marcus May's on PUP. Hey, Brandon Bryant, PUP. Hey, really, right now, we'll just kind of see how that goes in the training room, and you know, they're going to do everything the trainers ask them to do and the doctors, and when those guys are ready to get out there, they'll get out there. You know, Bless is on NFI, and, you know, same thing. Once these guys are ready, they'll be out there. All right, what do you lead into it? I mean, this is part of the draft process, the end of the draft process. You know, when he's ready, he's ready. When they're ready to get it done, and you know, whenever that happens, it happens, and you know, we'll coach the guys that are here.
Is it irritating on some level, though, Adam? Being that you've
No,
so much time?
because this is the norm. I mean, this happens when you get top 5 picks. You know, it takes time to go through these sometimes. It's not a. We'll be all right.
When does it become a concern? Wait, he misses a certain amount of time.
Playoffs.
But he can't miss.
I mean, it's you know, when he gets here, he gets here.
Were you disappointed that Marcus wasn't able to start camp? It seemed like you were optimistic.
I was in the spring. I know he was working hard. I mean, it's just, you know, the body heals a certain way, and he's doing everything he can. He's doing everything he can to get out there, and you know, when they feel good about it and everybody's in a good spot, then he'll be out there.
That being said, are you confident that you know, when week 1 rolls around that he'll be available?
I really hope so. I mean, it's one of those things where I don't want to say he's going to be there automatically, but we're hoping so. I mean,
Did he have some sort of setback?
no, it's a healing. He's doing everything he can to get back out there.
How big a blow to the offense was losing Chris Herndon for 4 games?
I mean, we knew that was coming. So it's just, you know, when you get the news and you find out about it, that's the reality of it, and you have to make adjustments. You know, you have to start thinking about, okay, how are we gonna kind of deal with this in that first part? How are we gonna handle training camp? You know, what personnel groupings, who's doing what. So just kind of, you know, gave you some time over the summer to kind of think through of all the little steps that we're gonna have to take.
What went into getting Ryan Griffin as kind of the stopgap there? Why can't he set up some other options?
It was interesting. His name came up a little bit in June, and you know, it just happened to work out. I think the later we got, and then Joe and his guys they're just looking through tight ends. I mean, we're light there right now, anyways. So you know, we were looking to add guys, and you know, he had an interest, and we got something worked out.
This was an optimistic time for all teams. Do you share that about this team? You approach this with the newness and the excitement that might appear to be the case from the outside?
Yeah, I think everybody in this building is excited. I mean, the last couple of days have seemed like forever, and everybody's just ready to get going, get the players in here, you know, get our meetings going. I mean, having the rookies, quarterbacks, and inner guys, it's a good kind of get in the flow of things, and I think everybody in the building, there's some good juice going in our building right now. We're ready. We're 0-0, and you know, it's going to be all about how we come together. How we all know we're starting at 0-0, and it's time to go to work and kind of see how the chips fall.
You've been in this division, and you've known New England is always there. How obsessed do you become with them? Do you keep an eye on them, or do you just kind of worry about your own team and what you can do?
You know they're there. I mean, that's what is being talked about probably most of the time leading into the season, in the off season, and really for us, we're going to be focusing on us. I mean, when we play them, then we'll worry about them. But we need to worry about handling our business, which is right now is, you know, the beginning of training camp, and we need to do a good job of making sure we're in great condition, we stay healthy, we keep learning all three phases, and then when it comes time to play games, we put good games together and find ways to win.
Adam, Sam is obviously learning another new offense here. What are you looking for him in this first 4 or 5 practice stretch, and then maybe right before the first preseason game? What do you think he needs to get done in that stretch?
Just keep progressing. I really like how he came along through the spring, the jumps he made. There's some noticeable, going back and watching some of that stuff, there was noticeable jumps from week to week, just as far as his confidence in the offense. And then a lot of the things the defense was throwing at him, some of the stuff was really difficult, and he was able to handle it and make some adjustments. So this is going to be the same thing. It's just going to be stick with our process, which he's done a great job of not trying to get ahead of himself and, not saying, hey, when's this coming? He's really focused on what we've been giving him, and I think he'll make some good jumps during preseason.
Adam, what do you expect to see from Braylon right out of the gate, again, in these first few practices in terms of conditioning and the pace he can go at? What do you?
Well, he'll be fine. He'll jump right in there. He's in good condition, so he'll be all right. He's a football player. He's done this for a long time, so he's been training all spring, all summer, in a very, very hot climate.
How do you weigh the balance of, a player like Le'Veon who hasn't played in such a long time, but yet also wanting to get him ready for the openings? So do you put him on
And it's a new offense. It's a new offense. We'll be smart. I mean, he's not gonna walk out of this camp with the most reps he's ever had. We'll find that line. We'll find what the balance is. It's gonna be communication a lot of time. We have an idea going in, and then if we gotta adjust that plan, we will.
Does he need to play preseason games?
I got that scripted out right now. I'm not gonna I haven't even talked to him about it yet, but I have an idea of how we're gonna do that.
You made it clear that obviously fans only care about winning. That's the bottom line. That being said, do you feel additional pressure to deliver and deliver quickly?
The only pressure I feel is the pressure I put on myself. I mean, I put more pressure on myself than anybody's going to. I have my personal expectations of what I want from this team, and it's probably, I don't know what it is compared to everybody else. And these guys are going to come in here and work. And we're going to do everything we can to make sure that when this season goes, we're progressively getting better. And that's our goal.
Barring injuries, obviously significant players, would you be disappointed if you didn't play meaningful games in December?
We're going to play meaningful games in the end of November and December. That's what we're going to do.
Adam, aside from the work that you and Dow will do with Sam, how important is it having Trevor Siemian in the quarterback room, and what kind of impact can he have on Sam?
He's been great. I mean, his experience, starting games and being around some of the guys that he's been around a couple different places, and they've had great communication. He has some points for him sometimes, especially from just being a rookie of not that long ago. I mean, it seems like just yesterday he was playing in Denver, after Peyton retired. So I think he's been great for him. I think that whole room, they do a great job of just kind of really helping each other. And Davis and Sam are really close, and they've been working hard together when they get their time together. So I think that whole group's done a great job as far as really pushing each other.
Well, what makes Sam, for you, easy to work with?
He works hard. I mean, he puts his head down, he grinds, he does extra. He asks the right questions. When he's on the field, there is no change in speed. It's whatever he's got, he's giving it. And when you're around a guy like that, it's exciting to work with him every day, show up, see what he's got for you the next day. What's he going to bring?
Do you expect him, as a player evolves in his second year, to become more of a vocal leader this year?
He's going to be him. However he goes about, guys respect him, and when he speaks, they listen. So he has a good way about him. He knows when to speak up. He knows when he needs to just put his head down and work. He knows when he needs to take the hit on something that might have been his mistake. So he has a good way about how he interacts with his teammates and how he leads.
When a player sits out a season, it's very unusual what Le'Veon did, but you've had players in the past who missed the season or out of the league for a year due to injury or not being signed. What is the big adjustment when they get back to football after not playing football for a year?
Everybody's been different. You know, I've seen guys that have come off ACLs. Some guys jump in there and they're kind of a little slow as far as their movement skills and their confidence. Some guys jump in there and it's like they never left. And it's just everybody's different. I think some of it is the mental mindset of kind of how they approach it, and if they're worried about things, can I do this anymore? Am I going to be able to do this? And do I know this? I don't think he's concerned about that. He knows he's in great shape. You know, he's been studying the offense this summer. I think he's just ready to go. He hasn't played in a long time. I think he's excited.
Just a quick scheduling question. What's the thought process in changing that green and white scrimmage? And I'm assuming it will not be a scrimmage, given that it's between two preseason games now.
Well, we're doing it Saturday here. I mean, we're going to go through our normal routine as far as how our schedule is set up. So we're going to do our scrimmage here on that Saturday.
So
whatever the green and white, whatever you want to call it. So, I mean, we're going to do some kind of like pregame setup because we need to get ready for that Thursday.
So will it be different than a practice?
It's going to be a practice. I mean, it's just going to look a little different. It's going to be structured a little different. It's not that big a deal. Like for us, like it's just our guys learning how we're going to do pregame. Here's how we're going to warm up, and then we're going to practice.
Other than the pup guys, will there be any guys tomorrow who will be limited because of injury?
No, we're in good shape.
So everyone's full.
Yep.
What was your reaction to maybe out in a situation where you got some stuff stolen from them in kind of weird circumstances?
Are you? Yeah.
No one was hurt.
Yeah. I mean, I hope he gets his stuff back.
Take a couple more. What are the qualities that you like best about this team right now?
These guys work. I like how they work. I love how meetings went in the spring. I love the attention to detail. I love how our players went out on the field and put their head down and grinded. I love the way we compete. I mean, those are good attributes to have before we actually put the pads on. So now really it's going to be, when we get going in camp, how are we going to handle adversity? That's really going to be the key for us. How are we going to handle when something goes wrong? Which way are we going to go? Who's going to step up? That's what we need to know.
Adam, is Darryl Roberts kind of penciled in as that second corner, or is that up for grabs in training camp?
I would say yes. And, we're always going to be looking to compete. And I think, back on that back end, we got a lot of moving pieces going on. Greg's got a lot of different personnel groupings. So, I mean, everybody's getting opportunities, which is a good thing.
Adam, will you name team captains?
Yeah, we'll vote for him before the season starts.
What's Brian's injury?
It's a foot. So I'll have more details about that probably as we get through training camp.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Thanks.